This Scareclaw deck made it to day 2. It's a 52 card deck. It's full of combos, crazy potential, and let's just get straight into it. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we've got the really cool Nibiru mat here. This is the participation prize reward, and it looks amazing. I figured I'd do the deck profile with it. Scareclaw is a deck with a ton of potential. With Power of the Element, we've got our Link 1 Searcher, which is very reminiscent of Striker Dragon, like Dragon Link. I think this deck, the way the combo works, you have a good matchup against Terra Element just because they end board. Also, if you want me to make a combo video, then let me know in the comments down below. Drop a like as well, it helps the channel get noticed. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we'll start off with the Scareclaw engine. Visa Starfrost, level 6 tuner. Ensure a monster to spread summon itself. It's a tuner, and that's why it's really good for the combo in the deck. Rykart is our searcher. It's a warrior as well, and it's a dark type, which is really interesting because we play small world essentially. So Rykart is really good. It helps us end our combo with a Omni Negate, which is really nice. You can also search the non once per turn monster reborn for the archetype, which is really sick. And yeah, that's these two. And then we are actually playing a full playset of the Scareclaw level 3s. You know, Astra giving your Tryhard the ability to attack multiple times can win us the game. We like OTK people for 10k plus damage. Acro is great, giving Tryhard 300 attack for each defense monster you control. So, you know, he can end up with a value of around 4,500, which is insane. And then Balone is cool too. You know, we play it for the name really, but it does piercing damage, which can come into play if you're going second and you're breaking their board. So yeah, that's the Scareclaw lineup. So we play 2 field spell. Okay, now that's interesting because in a deck that is 52 cards, you want to see your cards as much as possible, and this card searches them. However, what I've noticed is you always want to start with a level 3 Scareclaw. You don't actually want to use this card to search them. The field spell really should be searching Visa Starfrost, and you get there with the Link 1. So that's why I'm only running 2 because it's searchable. Again, I only want to run 2, and then I'm only running 1 of the spell and traps. This is a monster reborn, non-once per turn monster reborn for the Scareclaw archetype. The monster has to be summoned in defense, so you can't summon the link monsters, unfortunately. However, it also has a cool graveyard effect. If a Scareclaw link monster was to be destroyed by a battle or card effect, it can protect it, which is really good when you want to protect your Tryhard. And then, you know, hopefully it stays alive and you win the game when it's back to your turn. Clash is cool, so it's an Omni Negate, and that's really cool because we can end our combo on an extra 1. The next build or engine we're running is the Brave engine. Because the level 3 Scareclaws don't have normal summon effects, it means we can summon, send it away for the Light Heart, and then, you know, combo off with our temple stuff. So I think it's really nice that the cards work that way. They only give effects to the Tryhard, which means we can get away with, again, you know, having these bodies on the field that give effects to the main guy but don't conflict with the Brave engine. 3 Rav Aramazir, 1 Fateful, 1 Dracoback, and the Griffin and the Illegal Knight. So I'm just going to quickly say Illegal Knight is the MVP. Seriously, it's the MVP. So next is the utility engine part of the deck. Now, I'm running this at 2, but this really has to go to 3, I'm going to be honest. And I do have the 3rd one, which I will be running going forward. This card helps us extend, helps us make enough bodies to go into the IP Masquerader, which is part of our end combo. So yeah, Parallax is amazing. Magician Souls, I'm running as a very interesting ratio, let's be honest. Small World is a really good card in our deck, and we use the second Souls as a bridge from the any Scareclaw level 3 to the temple, and it vice versa, it goes the other way as well. So that's why I run the 2 Souls. I was running this as a 2-2 ratio, but I found out that I didn't really need the second Illusion of Chaos. And yeah, this is what we've stuck with so far. And then to round off the utility section, we're playing the Jet Synchron. This card is so important for the combo, and it helps us get our Tryhard on the board thanks to this card and Hauka Firebright. We move on to the spells next. You know, these are our power spells. This is what helps us get into the engine. I'm just going to show a few right now, and then we'll break down each one individually. Call by the Grave is really good. It just protects our Lightheart, protects our Brave engine, and just a generic staple. Small World, if you want to see a combo video, let me know in the comments, and I'll make that including the Small World stuff in depth. However, I'll give you a rundown, a very small rundown. Small World essentially gets us from our Scareclaw to Brave, Brave to Scareclaw, because the engines work so well together. That's why we're running Small World. And you know, I've not been shy from testing other tech cards in the deck simply because of Small World, but in the end, I decided to take those cards out. Some cards to note: Nibiru, Archery and Eccentric, Kurikara, Divine Carnate, and there's a lot more. But that's what I've decided in terms of small in the deck. Okay, so Ultimate Slayer, we have to talk about this card. From my testing, it's like a very high win rate if you resolve this card. So with that alone, I've just decided to run it. Do I miss the Dark Riddle no more? Absolutely. However, I think Ultimate Slayer, sending Entis, sending, you know, a Link Monster or Totally Awesome can just secure you the win, and the fact it shuffles into the deck means Terra Elements have a tough time against this card. So yeah, that's Ultimate Slayer. Pop Desires, we run 52 card deck. A lot of things are 3-ofs, however, we do have a lot of 1-ofs we have to search. So just be mindful that the Desires might banish those 1-ofs. Foolish Burial, we just send it for Temple, it's a 4th Temple. To round off the main deck, we are running a, I want to say, semi-small hand trap ratio. So most 60 card decks, you notice they run a lot of hand trap. If I was to go back and change something, I'm not sure if I like Ash, plays into triple tactics. However, DD Crow and Bell, DD Crow mostly, you can outright, you know, stop your opponent's turn, stop the Toad from coming out because you're banishing the Ronin Toad in. Okay, so that was the main deck. We'll go straight into the extra deck and talk a little bit about that, and then we'll move on to the side deck and then wrap up the video. So Scareclaw Lightheart is an incredible card. The fact it searches a field spell as a link 1 just means the deck is now extra consistent, like just to the fullest. And what it means is now we can use any level 3 Scareclaw, any Scareclaw in general, or Visa Starfrost, summon it, search the field spell. The field spell has some really insane synergy with the deck and just some great utility. The fact you're able to pop a card once per turn means you can out Mystic Minds, you can out Floodgates. You summon this, search field spell adds Starfrost, Starfrost destroys this, special summons, because you control Starfrost, special this from the grave, there's your Haka Fibrax. So there you go. And then next we're running only 2 Tryhard. So what I've noticed is there are games that end really quickly because this guy is a huge threat. Underworld is more of a utility card. I never went into it. I think I'm going to take out Appaloosa, to be quite honest with you. But I kept it in because I'm scared of cards like Avramax because we might have trouble outing it. However, yeah, this is the lineup. Nightmare Griffin. Okay, you're seeing this, you're thinking, what is this guy playing? Okay, so you can essentially lock them out of activating effects of special monsters because there are 0 link arrows now. And I've been able to resolve that quite often, to be honest with you. And it hurts Sprite as well, which is really cool. However, what I've noticed is, I mean, there's a reason why this card isn't widely used, even though it's got a very strong Floodgate effect. And I think that's why I might take it out. However, I just really like the effect, and comboed with the, which I'm not running, Scareclaw alternative means you do an absolute Floodgate. But that combo is really fragile. So we have to talk about Crusader Avramax. This card with IP protection, the Tear Element deck can't out it. And I think I won a few Tear Element games simply because of that. And it's very easy to summon in our deck. So, and now we're talking about the Link 2s. Dark the Dark Charmer, really simple, just climbs us into our other Link monsters as well as stealing Dark monsters. I did mention the combo earlier on, and you know, this card enables us to summon Tryhard with 1 card. So that's really powerful. And then we'll just quickly run down these 2. So Link Rebo, you use it in the combo and you basically just get a second body for the Tryhard. Link Spider, it's just because we're running Brave, it just makes sense to run it. Tryhard needs effect monsters as material, so that's mainly why we have it, to be honest. And then some Ultimate Slayer targets. So yeah, that's the extra deck lineup. Okay, let's talk about the side deck options. Running Cosmic Cyclone and Feather Duster, cards that I'm running to essentially deal with any back row hate decks. In my testing, Evenly was really good. However, in the actual matchups, it didn't perform as well. And I'm not sure if I should have included Forbidden Droplets in the side or main. And I'm curious if I should be taking this card out. Because Tryhard becomes so powerful, do we even need to remove their monsters? I don't know. But what I do know is we need their cards negated. And yeah, you know what? Yeah, you heard it first. We're going to change the Evenly matches for Dark Ruler or Forbidden Droplets. Now some going first options. Cross-Site Designator. You've seen the combo, a little bit of it, and what cards are required for it. You've seen the hand trap lineup too, so it makes perfect sense to run Cross-Site Designator. I've been drolled quite a few times, and when I did this 3v3 tournament, I got drolled like every game, so it does suck. When it happens, we just have to end our turn, which is unfortunate, but that's why I run the cross out. And yeah, that's why I'm happy with the deck size too. When I reduced it in testing, I found that I was able to see this more. And when we see it, it feels really good. This is a fun one. 3-dimensional barrier. So we're playing a link deck. We don't really care about synchros, exceeds, or fusions. For that reason alone, we played D-barrier. Against Terra Element, shut down fusions. Against Sprite, we shut down the exceeds. I did run this in the main in testing. However, after playing the deck, you know, sometimes we get Imperm quite a bit. I think Imperm is more popular than Velar. And it just didn't really feel right That said, I think I want to try it in the main. I'm going to be honest. I think it's been a card that has not been as popular with a lot of meta tournament players, but now you're seeing it in every main deck. I think we've talked about everything now, so we'll do a little outro and mention a bit more about how the Euros went for me and just a bit more about the deck's future. Okay guys, so we've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I can see the deck slowly trending and I think it's a good option. I think it's budget friendly too, which is really nice. I decided to go the Herald, Magician Souls, Brave way, and I think it works really well. I think Brave is just perfect synergy with the deck. Man, Illegal Knight is really, really powerful in this format, and I think it's the sleeper card. But what's fun about this deck is, again, we have Small World, a card that just bridges us into anything in the deck. Once you learn the Small World combos, you can really just get into anything you want. Handtraps turn into anything, and that's really fun too. So yeah, guys, that's been the deck profile. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, of course, as always, make sure to drop a like. If you want to see a combo video, I'd love to do that. Let me know in the comments as well. If Scareclaw is a deck you're looking to take into next format, I think it's a really good option. I think it's something no one will expect. The field spell is so powerful, and I think is one of the reasons why I was able to do so well. So yeah, guys, that's been the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.